All right, everybody. Mike Carmelini here, mic'd up. But tonight it's different, as Friday nights tend to be. It's Bag of Cats crazy. As you know, when the wife is closing up the clubhouse at the golf course, I get bored. And so I go live, and we're going live again. Please like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton with the algorithm with YouTube and all that stuff. My good friend Ben at Sports Talk Denver taught me to say that every time. I don't know what any of it means. It's some matrix thing or something, but we're here to talk about the Broncos schedule. I'm going to give you my first optimistic prediction. I'm always so reserved when it comes to the Broncos. I think it's a protection thing. I don't want to be brokenhearted. So whenever we're on the couch watching the game, and I'm always like, oh, we're gonna lose, and then we win, and then I'm excited. But when we lose, I can go, see, I told you we were gonna lose, but not tonight. Tonight we're gonna look at this, and the reason I kind of got on this. I'm a big fan of John Heath at Broncos Wire, and he did kind of what I'm doing right now. He went game to game and predicted how the Broncos were going to do, and I'll give you his prediction here in a second. But just kind of my overall take of the Broncos. Here it is. I'm sure you've all seen it. So Sean Payton, just like my overall takeaways, we went 8-9 in Sean Payton's first year. That was with Russ, kind of a crap show. But then last year, we got Bo. It started to be our team again, if that makes sense. When you have your quarterback, it starts to feel like your team again. You know what I mean? Like the Elway years and like homegrown kind of stuff. And it's kind of the way I feel now. I'm like more excited than I have been in a long time. August is just seems so long away, much less September 7th. I think we play our first game, but we went 10-7 last year. Even with that kind of spotty start from Bo, he had an amazing season. I mean, you just have to be excited. Hopefully you're as excited as I am. Get in the comments. I see some of you watching. Help me out with this. Let's see how many wins we can get out of this. But overall, when you kind of look at the schedule here, it looks like we've got 9 home games, which is great. And then I think we should have 8 away games, but we kind of only have 7 because we play in London this year. And that's kind of either an away or a home game for both the Jets and the Broncos, depending on how you look at it. I think the Broncos are going to travel well. So that might feel more like a home game. I guess the notable games, there's a bunch of them, but you got the Bengals rematch after that overtime crazy game last year. That was kind of one of the heartbreakers too, after Bo, gets us into OT, and then we kind of lose that game. Texans away, Philadelphia Eagles, the Commanders, which will be a lot of fun for obvious reasons. And Chiefs on Christmas Day. I talked about this on the show with Joey Richards from Let's Talk Broncos and Ben from Sports Talk Denver last night. I hate that Christmas Day, because now my whole Christmas Day depends on whether the Broncos win or not. And I mean, if we win, it's great. But if we lose on Christmas Day, then there goes Christmas, right? So don't screw this up for us. All right, let's go game by game. I want to see how many we can get to. I've got, just so you know, let's see if I can show you this. I've got my scoreboard that I use for the mic'd up shows, and for every win, I'll click one too. So let's see how high we can get it. If you're out there, help me out here. Let's not. We won't get too deep into the weeds. You guys know that I'm not going to analyze or overanalyze things. There's a million shows that can do that for you, but let's go. Let's get it started. And first of all, I like the preseason. Just to touch on that real quick, I think we're practicing with the 49ers. We do that quite often. I think that's always a good thing. We got 3 preseason games, August 9th. So we got OTAs next week, and then it's like not a lot going on, but we'll find stuff to talk about. But for Bag of Cats Crazy tonight, let's just stay crazy and say, let's get all this crap over with. Let's get to camp and start putting people in the Ring of Fame and the Hall of Fame, as we like to do. I think we all know who those players are going to be. It's going to be like R.J. Harvey and Pat Bryant, and those guys are going to all be. We're going to be putting them in the Ring of Fame pretty quick. So we'll have San Francisco, we'll have Arizona, and New Orleans. We'll finish up our preseason at the Superdome, and then we're just waiting on September 7th, and that's when the Magic's going to start. And the schedule kind of lines up good those first 2 weeks, right? We have the Tennessee Titans, the worst team in the league last year, maybe the last couple years, coming into Denver with their rookie quarterback, Cam Ward, playing against the Broncos defense that by all accounts should be certainly top 5, maybe top 3, maybe even the best. I mean, with the addition of Jade Barron, Greenlaw, Hufanga, gosh, man, when you even think about it, I'm letting myself get excited right now. Let's call that what it is. Let's not spend too much time on it. The Denver Broncos are going to beat the Titans, and they're going to go 1-0 after the first week of the season. So after that, we head over to Lucas Oil Stadium to meet the Colts. And so I don't even think we know who's starting at quarterback there yet, right? Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, 2 very different quarterbacks. So that does make it, I guess, a little difficult if we don't know. But since it's week 2, we'll probably know before the game who we're facing. I think they're going to take this game. Look, like I said, we're going to stay positive. Let's go to 2-0. We'll take them down regardless of who's playing at quarterback. I don't really see a path for the Colts to do much this year, and yeah, let's just take care of business there before the schedule gets weird. Because in week 3, I mean, you can see it right here. We're going to SoFi, and the LA Chargers. I think we all agree they're going to be tough. I don't like the fact that didn't they take Omarion Hampton? Did I get that right? Gosh, that pisses me off. Yeah, Harbaugh's going to be tough. He's going to run the ball. This is just a tough matchup for us. I think they swept us last year. I think I'm going to put this one down as an L for now. We're 2-1 after week 3. And what's up, Andy? Andy's in the chat. He's one of my favorite guys. 11-6 is your prediction at the moment. Well, just hang on, buddy, because let's go through it and see if we can get it a little higher. I want your input, so make sure you're, if you're still watching along, help me out with some of these picks. Week 4, this is a super interesting game, right? So last year we lost to the Bengals in overtime, and that was a crazy game. No time left on the clock, basically, and Bo comes in and takes care of business, gets us tied back up, gets us into the overtime, and then there's a crushing loss. So this is at home. Is this Monday Night Football? It is. It's Monday Night Football at home. We're taking this game, guys. Let's go. 3-1. We're taking the Bengals down. And the Bengals are never good at the beginning of the season, right? They're at least historically, they've been kind of crappy. Like, it takes them a while to get their stuff together. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. I don't know what they're doing. And maybe they change it up this year and things go their way. But for right now, we're going to stay positive because what happens next week, this is where the schedule gets a little weird. We're going to the East Coast, which we don't like to do, and it's a 1 p.m. Eastern game, which we don't necessarily do very well in there either. And Philadelphia, I mean, Super Bowl champion, great roster, top 3, top 5 roster for sure. I got to take this one down, and I got to put that one as a loss. And we can revisit it, but I'm going with a loss at this moment. Ben from Sports Talk. All right, got it. All right, guys. Like I said, this is Bag of Cats Crazy. This isn't like my format show. This is just whatever. So don't judge me too harshly by just kind of being like a squirrel that sees something. I got a lot of stuff going on my screen over here. All right, so we drop one of the Eagles, and then we're heading to London. Anybody going to London? I know a bunch of people are going to London, and I don't know that I'm one of them yet, but I will let you guys know. I know that Mario's going over. He's meeting up with the Broncos Europe guys, which is really exciting. They got a lot going on. There's going to be get-togethers over there. They're probably going to take over a bar. They're going to pregame it. Follow Mario Vitanzi on Twitter. He's going to be probably spearheading that whole thing from this side of the pond. So make sure you're doing that. But let's talk about that game. Technically an away game with the Jets, but I mean, Jets have Justin Fields at quarterback. He can be dangerous, but against this defense, I think this is like a Vance Joseph game. I think this is one of those probably tougher than maybe we want it to be. We're going to win the game, guys, and we're going to be 4-2. And then we come back, and then everybody, as it's been talked about, but so Sean Payton did not take the bye after going to London. We come back, and but we do go home, and we face the Giants. So hopefully, Russell Wilson is still starting this week. That would be fantastic. Week 7. If Russ is still starting, this is going to be like Mile High Stadium or Empower Field. It's so stupid, but at Mile High, like that place is going to be rocking. The pass rush is going to be crazy. They're going to all want to sack Russ. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you don't take the Broncos here. Broncos are 5-2, and they're going to win that game. So then we stay home, which is great. 2 in a row. Let's go. New coach, Dallas Cowboys, first-year head coach. Their roster is just kind of meh. Got some good players, but these are the kind of games that, like, I'm not a big Cowboys fan. In fact, I'm not a Cowboys fan at all. I'm a Broncos fan. You guys know that, but like, there's nothing that's really, really scary about the Dallas Cowboys, right? They're mostly hype for me. And Javonte Williams is there now. That's their lead back that we just let go. Kind of lead-footed. I mean, I love him, but Javonte Williams, yeah, we're winning that game. 6-2, baby. Let's go. It's gonna be a close game, though. 2017 or something like that. All right, so then we're heading to Houston, and I'm with you, Andy. I can't wait for Jahdae Barron's London pick 6. Yeah, that would be crazy. It's gonna be a fun season. Running room: Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, and Jaden Blue. Give me Zach Allen, 6 tackles for loss. Let's go. That would be great. Man, we need to get him signed up, right? When's he getting signed? Hopefully before the season. That's one of the signings that's kind of got me on edge. Where are we at? We're heading to Houston. All right. So here we go. Um, I think the Houston Texans had a bit of an off year last year, right? Um, but CJ Stroud, I like him. I think he's really good. And I think that I think the Texans maybe bolstered their offensive line a little bit because I know that CJ Stroud was like kind of fighting for his life last year. So um, even being optimistic, I think I've got a. All right, let's go on the road. Let's take the L there. We'll give them that game because we got the Raiders next week. So Thursday, November 6th, Thursday night game, lots of fun. Um, Here comes Pete Carroll, our first Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, Ashton Genty. The Raiders are not going to be pushovers, right? It's not. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I think this is a kind of a little renaissance era for the Raiders, but they needed to get a lot better. So it's not like they were good and now they just got a lot better and now they're going to be great. I think they got a lot better, but that's just going to make them like a solid team, which is kind of gross to even say Las Vegas Raiders being solid. But we're going to beat the Raiders because we're hosting them. We're not going to let Pete Carroll come in there. I think Sean's going to be fired up for that. I think everybody is. Good game. 31-24 or something like that. But we're 7-3. And then it's Kansas City coming to town. So on Sunday, November 16th. Or did I skip ahead too far on this? No, we're in the right place. Yeah. Andy, we should have signed him. You're right. I agree. Let me get this banner out so I can see. Let's get this other one out of here too. What is that? Oh, yeah. Please like and subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000. All right. Actually, I say we're close, but we're really only like at 900. So we're not even there. But I need you guys. All right. So we just beat Vegas. Kansas City, we should have, well, we beat them when they rested everybody, but we should have beat them in the first game, and that was at Kansas City. If it not for that, that was my heartbreak game, but like the block field goal just was crushing. Like still bothers me. But I think we're beating the Kansas City Chiefs here at home. I think that the Broncos got a lot better. I think the Chiefs got arguably worse. I'm not saying they're not going to be a good team. I think they are going to be a good team. They always are. And whenever they've got he who shall not be named as their quarterback and a great coach, they're never going to be. Not everybody's going to do what Philly did to them. Philly's got a hell of a team. We're taking the win. We're 8-3, and going into the bye at 8-3 is like is about as optimistic as I can get here. And it would be perfect if we were, because this little stretch run that we're about to get into is going to decide whether we win the AFC West or not. I mean, we're not going for second place anymore. And even though San Diego, the Chargers, swept us last year, I think that we have the opportunity to take over the top spot and not just fight the Chargers for second place. We're not here to be somebody's second anymore. We're here to win. And 8-3 would put us in a great place to do that, guys. All right, excuse me. So here we go. We're going to head into see the Commanders, right? And I think they're coming off a bye as well. So this is Sunday Night Football. Two rookie quarterbacks from last year. They both had great seasons. This is going to be a tough game. I do like the fact that it's Sunday night. So East Coast early games have not been kind to the Broncos, but this is a better slot. I think that Washington is going to have a really, the Commanders are going to be good next year, I think. Um, and I think we take a loss there, even coming off of the bye week. But then we're going down to see the Raiders again at Allegiant Stadium. And even though they're better, let's be honest, we're beating them. The Raiders are not beating us this year. 9-4. Love that. I love this. I love where we're at here. If we can put this kind of season together, man, this makes this last little bit of the schedule really line up well for us, because we're going to be fighting not only for playoff spots, but for the AFC West here. So we're bringing Green Bay into town with the tush pusher haters. Jordan Love, that's great. Like, I think I like Jordan Love. I like the Packers, but I think the Broncos are just a better team than them. And playing at home, I give us the dub there too. We're 10-4, and then we're running into, what do we got? Jacksonville at home. I don't really know what to make of them. Not really sure what we're going to get, but and it doesn't take much for Jacksonville to be like AFC South, champs or whatever. Like, I think they're going to be right in that mix, but I don't think they're in the same league as the Broncos, which is lovely to say. And I say that we take care of business there, and we're sitting at 11-4, right? Here's how you finish up a season, though. Here's what I was talking about before. Kansas City Chiefs, December 25th. So playing them on Christmas. It is a primetime game on Prime. That's cute. Prime time on Prime time. So here's the thing, like, it's a catch-22, right? If we're playing well and we're playing them well for the season, then they're not going to be resting anyone. They're going to be fighting for their life as well. This is going to be a tough game. At Arrowhead in December. I can't put that as a win as much as I'd like to. And this is early. But I think we play them tough, as we always do. I think this is one of those where the Chiefs just kind of find a way to win, and Roger Goodell gets to ruin our Christmas. So let's see what happens there. But I'm going to say like a kind of a low scoring game. See how the weather is. You never know what you get in December. All right. So good news. We come home, and we're playing the Chargers at home. And this game could be Saturday, Sunday. It's a flex game, so it's still open. We'll see who's clinched what at this time. Like, we could be resting starters at this point. We're going to assume we're not. And gosh, that's it. I'm doing it. Broncos win. And call me crazy. Call me batshit crazy. I'm saying 12-5. Like, just kind of going back over those picks. Like, I just don't, like, I don't think it's that crazy. Like, I didn't get us winning at SoFi. The Cincinnati game, I mean, there's some of these are going to be tough, but there's always, guys, when we lose a game we think we should win, we always win a game that we think we should lose too. And this year there are less games that I honestly think we should lose. I honestly feel more optimistic than normal. Not just excited, but optimistic. Like, I'm super stoked about this team, the improvements we've made. We'll find out in camp what, some of these new players, if they're going to be healthy, it's going to be a big thing. But the Broncos, man, they've been healthy. Like they've kind of got that going on. They're just keeping their guys super healthy, and we've been one of the healthiest teams in the league for the last few years. So whatever they did to fix that has been, incredible. Andy says we had the exact same outcome. Only thing I flipped was the Packers game to come away 11-6, but I think the Packers game is a coin toss. Yeah, I agree too. So let's get that back up for a second here. Guess I can't get it any bigger, but so like my flip games would be, that Packers game. Andy, let me get that out of the way just so I can make sure I'm not missing something. Yeah. I mean, we're at home. We're going to win that game, but it is kind of a coin toss. I think the Chargers game is kind of that way. This Dallas game, it wouldn't surprise me either way in the Cincinnati game. Like there's a few games here that I'm not as confident on, but again, like the ones that, like being real confident here, you drop one of those and then all of a sudden you go beat Philadelphia. Like that's the beauty of the NFL season. You don't just make a schedule, right? And then it's like, well, this is what you're going to win. Like you just never know. We saw that last year. We've seen that almost every year where it's very rare do you can you just pick every game straight up, no point spreads or anything, but you just pick it straight up and you make your picks and it just goes that way. Like a lot of times it does, but this is professional football. And even this, this Tennessee game, they could come in there and run for 220 yards and just run all over us. Like you just never know. And boy, would we all be pissed if that happened. But, all right, that's, excuse me. That's my optimistic. I can get to 12-5. I already predicted, 10-7, 11-6. After camp preseason, we'll do the official kind of, picks. We all will. And everybody that's in this business will, or, I say business, but everybody that's content creating. But let's go back real quick. Broncos Wire, John Heath, follow him on Twitter if you don't, and check out Broncos Wire. He did kind of what I just did. And kind of interesting, very optimistic. He even went score predictions. I think I'd probably share this screen with you. Watch me get all like, I'm going to get all like techie on you. Let's see if I can do that. Getting all grown up. My computer's really slow, but I'm trying to get, I don't know why it's doing this. But I want to share his article with you. And I have the feeling like last night when I did this, yeah, it's just not working for me. He had this great article. It's kind of fun. But he's got like just score predictions for each game. Here we go. So he's got the Titans losing 27-16, 1-0. We can all see that coming, right? Broncos 31-21 over the Colts. No argument there. And in fact, I think those were my picks too, as well at this point. And then dropping a 1 point at the Chargers. Still the same. Now he's got us dropping this one to the Bengals at home, and another tight heartbreaker. Thanks, John Heath. Going to break my heart again. And then losing to the Eagles by 1. Man, that would be tough. But he's got us at 2-3 there, and then I think we kind of just start going on a bit of a run. He's got us really just kind of curb stomping the Jets in London, 28-17. Just killing the Giants and Russ, 4-3 now. squeaking by the Cowboys for 5-3, beating the Texans. So like we had our little warm up time, and then as my good friend Ben again at Sports Talk Denver loves to tell me that Sean Payton is the like the winningest coach in October. Like he gets hot in October. Let's see if that carries on to October, November. Beating the Texans. Now we're 6-3. Beating the Raiders. 18-17, close game. Come on, man. But 7-3. And then 27-10 over the Chiefs. Let's go. Week 11. And that's at home, right? Yeah. Yeah, that could happen. Could go either way. Coin toss. There's our bye week, week 12. Then dropping the one of the Commanders. Sweeping the Raiders 9-4. Yeah, Andy, you'll see that. We had another, like, I think John agrees that that's kind of a toss-up game. 24-20 could go either way, but he's got us at 10-4 now after that. Just killing the Jaguars. 11-4. Well, we're sweeping the Chiefs. Let's go. 12-4. Oh man, how fun would that be to sweep the Chiefs? And then closing out against the Chargers and winning for a 13-4 record. He's only, I've only got us one less win than John does. Just a different way of getting there. There's a path to win the AFC West for the Denver Broncos, guys. And, as we get closer to the season and start looking at some of these, who's starting, who's playing, who's injured, preseason a little bit, but, things will change. But I think for right now, I think we can all agree that this is way better than when we were trying to find getting to 500 or whatever. Now we're looking at ways to win the AFC West. And, man, it's just so much more fun and so much more exciting. It's Bag of Cats crazy. It's Friday night. It's what we do. I bet if I went through them again, I could talk myself into getting there with, again, John Heath at Broncos Wire has got us going 13-4. I could get there, but to be fair, I think I could honestly get to 10-7 too. But we'll do the final ones as we get closer. And then as I have people on, every week I have mic'd up, have my guests on. I'll start making that part of the show, maybe around camp or something. Either way, July. We'll start getting everybody's that comes on the show. We'll start getting their kind of official mic'd up prediction. We'll keep track of them and see where we all go. And I'll put mine on there too. And put yours in the comments. If you're not in the chat watching live, which I don't blame you, it's Friday night. Why would you be sitting here with me? But me and Andy are hanging out, so that's cool. And looks like about 15 others of you. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. As a reminder, we're getting close to this 1,000 subs, which is a big number on YouTube for content creators. Allows us to do a lot more stuff. So we're zooming in on that, and I'd appreciate it if you watch this now. If you're watching now, hit the subscribe button. It just helps me out so much, and I love doing the show. I love sharing this stuff with you guys. So, to recap, Broncos 12-5 tonight for the first blush. But I will have all my guests on mic'd up to give their season predictions. I'll track those. I'll track yours. If you're in the chat and you're kind of a regular guy, I'll recognize you, and I'll try and, we'll try and track all those, and then we'll revisit them as we go. But super fun times to be a Broncos fan, guys. There's just it's so much better than it was a couple of years ago. I can't even tell you how much of a relief it is to be excited instead of dreading a season. So let's let's have fun. I'll do these shows on the weekends when I get the chance, and see you guys. I guess it's such a slow time right now, guys. And I had Ryan Koenigsberg from DNVR and Nick Kindle from Mile High Huddle coming on, but there's some Nick's traveling, I think, with his wife. She's got some cool job stuff going on, and so I'm not sure when we're going to do that. I might do a mic'd up this week. We'll see. If not, I'll do a Bag of Cats crazy or something. But I'll be back. And until then, though, let's let's watch the shows. Let's support the other shows and come up with your predictions. Andy, I got you down for 11 wins. Love it. But we'll have you on for the season 2 and get your picks. So, but guys, go Broncos. Have a great weekend. Long weekend. Enjoy it. Hope everybody gets to take some time off. It looks like I might actually get a 3-day weekend out of this. So I'm super excited about that. So anyways, talk to you guys soon. Go Broncos. 12-5, baby.